Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Grant Hardy.
The aim behind it is to provide people with high quality history in a digital format. My name's Andrew Ferris. I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders of On This Spot, which is a historic walking tour app based around then and now photography. The app started as a blog in 2013 that I began when I was doing travel photography and doing traveling and backpacking around Europe. I started doing then and now photo essays there. So I returned to Canada and partnered with an old friend of mine, Chris Reed, who's our CTO, and we developed this into an app that has comprehensive walking tours and hundreds of then and now photos in every community we cover. And so we started in Vancouver, and then we've since been expanding to about 30 communities across Canada.
I use the app, and it was pretty interesting to learn some of the history of my city that I didn't know, and even get some descriptions of photos. Now, for those who haven't used the app, can you talk a little bit about what the experience is like?
You get a list of cities sorted by proximity to you. What did your own street look like 50, 60 years ago or 100 years ago? And then after that, you can start on these walking tours. Now, the experience of the walking tours is you go to the first stop and you are standing in the footsteps of a historic photographer. And so you can compare then and now. And you can also use your own phones to recreate a historic photo yourself. And edit them together in a variety of ways. Now, this is a feature we're going to be working on expanding. It works for Apple right now. But basically, you can press the camera button, hold up your phone. It puts a ghost of the historic image over your camera viewfinder, and then you can line them up and then edit them together in a variety of ways. But if you're just kind of a casual tourist, you can also just look at the photographs and see how the city has evolved. There's really many different ways you can kind of experience the app.
At the southwestern corner of mainland British Columbia, the land around what would become Vancouver has been inhabited by First Nations peoples for thousands of years.
The photos sound fascinating, but for a blind user like myself, it's the descriptions and writing that stand out.
I really like kind of the focus that we put on local history situated within kind of a wider context. I'm Alexa Dagan. I'm the lead writer with On The Spot. I do a lot of the kind of content development, the writing, the researching, as well as photography and photo editing. I look for just interesting tidbits of little events that happen in the town. And sometimes these are a little bit more sensational, like maybe a murder, or maybe there's like alcohol prohibition or something like that. So I usually base a lot of the tours off of small events or pockets that kind of capture people's attention and then build out from there. The app, especially one that's on site, if you're a tourist who's, say, visiting Ottawa, you might be like, oh, how can I walk around and not only see this place, but get a sense of what's going on here? You can pull up the app, and it's kind of geared towards different levels of interest, right? Some people just want to look at the photos. Some people really want to get in depth. But I think this app is important because it kind of is attractive to people who aren't normally attracted to history.
Vancouver is continuously remaking itself. Buildings are demolished every day and new ones erected in their place. They are usually taller and bigger, but not necessarily better.
We've had enormously positive feedback. So our partners, museums, historical societies, obviously are very pleased about, say, like the writing and photography that Alexa does, and the stuff that we create. But also, our user reviews are overwhelmingly very positive.
It strikes me that especially these days, an app like this is especially relevant.
What we're doing is really doubled and tripled this year. Most of our partners are museums and heritage societies, and those and so they need to find ways to engage with the community and give people something to do. History provides us a very important understanding of our own place within a society and how we see ourselves, and how we can kind of aspire to be in the future.
For more info, check out onthisspot.ca.